Hi everyone, this is Urvika. My presentation is titled Second Skin. My paper and presentation explore the presence of leather and leather substitutes in the fashion industry. Keywords related to my topic are leather, leather alternatives, sustainability, durability, skin, and materiality. Through my presentation, I will take you through my research questions and thesis, history, methodology, primary research, design proposal, conclusion, and questions. My research questions are: what is the significance of leather in the fashion industry? Why is there backlash against leather and not against leather substitutes? What are the misconceptions about faux or vegan leather? My thesis is I explore the materiality of leather and why the long-term impacts of vegan leather are ignored when it comes to sustainability in the fashion industry. Leather is made of animal skin, which goes through treatments to make it usable. Those treatments and processes have evolved over time. Leather is in fact the first natural fabric discovered many years ago. In fact, it was a byproduct of the prey hunted by man even back then. My personal interest in leather dates back to 2015. I found myself in Shibuya district in Tokyo, and I discovered this hidden store, Backlash, by Isamu Katayama. It was the smell that attracted me to the store, but the experience stayed with me forever. I also have a family background in leather. My father has been in the leather export business since the past 30 years. For my methodology, I divided it into 3 sections: visual analysis, interview, research, and observation. For my visual analysis, I looked at 2 similar shaped luxury bags. The analysis is based on usage and the wear and tear on leather over time. The Gucci bag, which has been used over 100 times, has signs of wear and tear only inside the bag. The exterior remains intact. The structure is still the same. The leather is soft. It is a grain leather which has the logo embossed onto it. The Louis Vuitton bag has a fine textured leather. The interiors of it are suede, which does not have any sign of wear and tear. In fact, the smell still remains of leather. The 2 bags are the same in structure. They are dome-shaped with the same top handle. The wear and tear I did notice in these bags based on the user. In the Gucci bag, on the left, there are signs of the fiber sticking out and the cloth darkening near the zip. There's also a small stain which seems to be of tea or coffee, which was not cleaned. The Louis Vuitton bag at the bottom has a pink ink stain or a lipstick stain. There also seems to be some black marks or stains, which are in fact only visible in sunlight. It seems to have been brushed against something which gave it those stains. I also looked at a faux leather tote bag and a genuine leather tote bag. The faux leather tote bag is made of plastic. It also feels like plastic. It feels cold to touch. The handles are tearing. It's got scratches and it doesn't fall very well. The genuine leather tote bag is warm. You can feel the grain. It falls very well. And in fact, in the center, you can notice the difference between the 2 bags. Clearly, the faux leather bag has tried to copy the natural grain of leather, but it has failed in doing so. Not only is the bag less sustainable and durable, but it also is showing signs of falling apart. The second part of my methodology included an interview. I interviewed my father, who is the managing director of a leather export company. Our conversation was based on sustainability and accountability in the leather industry and what the future of leather really holds. Leather is such a force that it never goes out of fashion, and if it does, it will always come back. The third part of my methodology included research and observation into the kinds of leather alternatives available. I divided them into three sections: vegan and faux leather, plant-based leather, and lab-grown leather. Vegan leather is essentially leather that is not derived from animals. It is composed of plastic, specifically polyvinyl chloride and polyurethane. Unfortunately, this leather does not have the natural biodegradable or durable quality as leather does. So it takes years to decompose. Plant-based leather is more of an experimental approach. Examples include kombucha leather, cactus leather, and pineapple leather. Having personal experience in making kombucha leather, it is a very time-consuming and energetic task. To create even a small sample of leather, you have to invest a lot of time, something which the fashion industry does not want to do. The third and newest development in this field is lab-grown leather. It is a field heavily driven by technology and science. It's developed of either feeding mushroom root sawdust or fine mycelium grown from fungus. For my design proposal, I really questioned how the leather industry can be more sustainable. In the past, I have done a project based on leather scraps, but now in my senior year, I feel more strongly about this subject. In the future, I see myself upcycling and recycling leather scraps which are remains of bags and jackets created and ultimately are thrown or are not used at all. I believe that each centimeter of leather fabric should have a life, and giving life to that fabric through using them and upcycling them and creating new accessories or bags is my goal. So, my conclusion is leather is and will remain the oldest, most natural, and durable fabric. Leather substitutes remain a new development and in progress. These substitutes' long-term effects on the environment are way more harmful than leather. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. Here are my questions for you. Do you think that people should be more aware about vegan leather? Were you aware of the long-term harmful impacts of leather substitutes on the environment? Do you think I should look into analyzing other leather accessories, such as home furniture and apparel?